Having now played about an hour of LEGO Horizon Adventures, it feels like a game with great ideas that are restricted by the IP it's based on. I love the world of Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, but the opening hour of LEGO Horizon often feels like its setting and characters are clashing with the comedic creativity and gameplay loop that so many LEGO games excel at. The opening hour of LEGO Horizon feels like a pretty decent start to what's hopefully a good game. At the very least, it's shaping up to be my favorite LEGO game in terms of visuals, but there are moments where I could see the kid-friendly vibe of the LEGO games conflicting with the more adult-oriented storylines of Horizon. LEGO Horizon is a loose retelling of Aloy's first adventure, in which the bow-wielding protagonist utilizes an assortment of hunting tools and high-tech gadgetry to fight mechanical dinosaurs, mammals, and birds in a world that feels both like a forgotten past and an unforeseen future of our own. Aloy, mysteriously birthed from a mountain and subsequently made an outcast, desires to prove herself capable of joining the tribe that cast her out and returning to the mountain to uncover the truth about her origins. It's a good story, but not one that seems to translate well to the structure of a LEGO game. Each LEGO game is built on a backbone composed of beloved characters, well-remembered locations, and memorable scenes that fans of the original IPs have talked, argued, and joked about for years. Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't have that. As much as I enjoyed the game, I can't really remember any of the characters beyond Aloy, can't point to any specific locations in the game as being especially memorable, and despite how cool some of the late game reveals are, there aren't too many moments in the story that stand out with the same cultural reverence seen in Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or Marvel and DC comics. As a result, LEGO Horizon's jokes in the opening hour don't pack the same level of cheekiness I've come to love in other LEGO games, nor did the first hour of the story include any moments that had some of the incredible self-referential humor that the LEGO games have excelled at since 2005's LEGO Star Wars the video game. And again, I only played a snippet of LEGO Horizon, which covered the opening moments of Horizon Zero Dawn, arguably the weakest part of that game. Much in the same way Horizon Zero Dawn gets a lot better after its opening, it's quite possible that LEGO Horizon does as well. Many of the past LEGO games get better after their opening levels once more of their mechanics become available to you. There were moments in that first hour that made me chuckle, and although I want to fully laugh out loud when playing a LEGO game, the brief chuckles could be a good indication that LEGO Horizon will surprise me in the same way past LEGO games have. Still, I'm a tad worried for the ending of LEGO Horizon, as it will be building on the emotional gut punches that occur in the final hours of Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is a lot of things, but funny, it is not. Still comparing LEGO Horizon to other LEGO games, on the reverse side, the opening hour of the game surpasses its contemporaries when it comes to visuals. Up to this point, the LEGO games have primarily only made their characters LEGO. Aspects of the environment, like bushes or doors or weapon effects, have sometimes also been made of LEGO bricks, but the floor your character walks on and the walls of buildings typically aren't. They're the worlds of the IP filled with LEGO creations. Not so for LEGO Horizon. The entire in-game world is composed of LEGO pieces, making LEGO Horizon look like a LEGO set brought to life. It's incredible and visually stunning, setting a new standard that I hope all future LEGO games follow.
Bam! Tomorrow the superhero!
How you like that shot?
If we ignore comparisons to other LEGO games, LEGO Horizon feels like a decent enough experience. The game attempts to combine the stealth mechanics of Horizon Zero Dawn with the arcadey action of the LEGO games for middling results. Aloy and her allies can hide in tall grass to sneak about a space and aim shots at specific weak points on the mechanical monstrosities that populate each stage, carving off parts of each enemy until it ultimately has no leg to stand on, sometimes literally, and collapses into lifeless LEGO pieces. It's fine. There's no real strategy to it, even on the hardest of the game's 5 difficulty settings, at least of what I've played, and so each fight seems to play out exactly the same again and again. Clearly, LEGO Horizon is aimed at a younger audience than me, just like previous LEGO games, so I'm probably not going to get the depth of strategy and difficulty found in Horizon Zero Dawn. That does beg the question, of course, as to who LEGO Horizon is for. It seems too easy and simple for adults hoping to relive Horizon Zero Dawn, unless you're a parent desperate to share that experience with your child.
Another machine down.
There's a longer conversation to be had about this that is beyond the scope of this preview, but LEGO Horizon is an odd combination of ideas. The Horizon franchise feels too adult for LEGO Horizon to be a gateway for children into the franchise. I just can't see an 8-year-old immediately jumping from LEGO Horizon to Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West. But at the same time, the established format of gameplay found in many past LEGO games doesn't feel like something that fans of the Horizon franchise are necessarily looking for. It's completely plausible that this all comes together in a great way in the full game, but based on what I played through in the first hour, I just don't see it. Regardless, I hope that later levels of LEGO Horizon feature a wider variety of enemies to spice up combat, and that the structure of the game evolves beyond what I played in the first hour, in which I kept returning to a village that acted as a hub area where I didn't have much to do between missions. And those missions saw me venturing out in levels that aesthetically looked very similar and featured pretty much the same handful of enemies and puzzles, but in a slightly different order each time. It's tough to judge a game's variety based on its opening hour, but if LEGO Horizon doesn't change beyond what I played, I could see it growing stale quite quickly. Unlike other LEGO games that feature dozens and sometimes hundreds of playable characters from their respective brands, LEGO Horizon only has a handful of playable options. Each character features tons of costumes that you can dress them up in, but again, you can see how Horizon isn't a typical IP for a LEGO game. The original Horizon games don't have a huge roster of memorable characters. To account for that, LEGO Horizon gives each playable character a different attack and unique skill tree that can be unlocked. Aloy specializes in a bow that can hit targets from afar, for example, while Varl uses a spear that he can use to dash forward for a more close-range fighting style. I didn't really see how these two different characters could evolve over the course of the game, or if there were meaningful differences between the two, but it's possible a bit more strategy could pop up there. I imagine there's a lot to LEGO Horizon Adventures that I just didn't get to see because it exists beyond the opening hour I got to play. I'm hopeful my first impression of the game isn't one that continues when I get to play the full experience. As someone who has loved the LEGO games since the mid-2000s, and has a soft spot for Aloy in the Horizon series, a game like LEGO Horizon Adventure should be a slam dunk for me. I'm still worried that the nature of Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't lend itself well to translating to the formula used in past LEGO games, but I'm hopeful Guerrilla Games and Studio Gobo managed to find a way to make it all come together after the bumpy opening hour. A more kid-friendly property like Insomniac Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank or Team Asobi's Astrobot would have likely made for a better LEGO game in my opinion, but if LEGO Horizon Adventures works out, this could be a method PlayStation uses to help its more adult-oriented franchise be more approachable for younger audiences. LEGO Horizon Adventures is scheduled to launch for PS5, PC, and Switch on November 14th. To stay up to date on LEGO Horizon Adventures and the Horizon franchise as a whole, stay tuned to GameSpot.